Sadhana Forest is only 4 kilometers north of Pondicherry. It's a special community that cares about the environment. Everyone there is vegan, which means they don't use any animal products. It's a place without alcohol, smoking, or drugs, and they take care of animals in a sanctuary. The toilets use composting, and it's a zero waste community. They build the living spaces using unique methods, and they use solar energy. They have been sticking to these values for 20 years. Anyone can visit anytime. When we visited, it was a great experience. Let me take you through my journey in Sadhana Forest for 8 days. First, you have to check in, give them your ID card and other information to finish the check in process. They will show you around as a welcome tour. On the night we arrived, we joined a last full moon circle of the year. There was a bonfire, music, and time for reflection. We wrote down things we wanted to let go of and put them in the fire. It was a really cool way to start our time at Sadhana Forest.
So I invite you to take a moment to just think of if there is something in your life that you could do with letting go of, something no longer serving you. What is the desire of your heart at this present moment in your life?
And surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
I think a fire fish.
Bring your spirit through, rest our thoughts in you, guide our feet in the natural way.
On Christmas Day, there were no usual sevas to do. Instead, the kids were having a great time playing inside the main hut. This is the place where everyone gathers to eat, have fun, and watch documentaries. No electronic devices are allowed there, and people speak only English. Later, we even saw a big and beautiful Indian Luna moth near the entrance. We went to Auroville to find places that offer vegan food. We tried Akshaya Farm Kitchen and the food was simple and really delicious. We all had a great time enjoying the meal.
Very, very, very tasty.
I decided to help clean solar panels for my first seva of the day. Sadhana Forest doesn't use electricity from the grid. They are all about sustainable living using solar and human power. If you want more information on how it works, check the link in the description box.
Now we are going to clean the solar panels in Goshala.
These solar panels are placed in different locations nearby. We clean the panels in Goshala too. They serve vegan meals with less oil and no chilies, and believe me, it tastes amazing. For my second seva of the day, I chose to prepare the bottle irrigation system. It's a simple way to water saplings without wasting water. You can learn more about it on the Friday tour. It's coming up in the video. The next day, I chose to work in the forest as my first seva. We dug trenches to prevent the water runoff.
I am being part of a forest seva, so here we'll be planting trees, digging things. I don't know what else we'll do. I'll show you guys.
Later that evening, when they asked my inputs for making bracelets, I got excited and suggested upcycling techniques. We worked together to make prototypes. We taught other volunteers over the next few days and made lots of these bracelets. It was enjoyable working together, sharing our stories, and listening to music. Kiara also helped. Every Wednesday at Sadhana Forest, there is a non talent show where anyone can perform whatever they like. I decided to organize a fashion show. The idea for my fashion show was to use clothes from the free store in Sadhana and create unique looks for each person. You can watch the full video of this fashion show by following the link in the description box.
Come on, freeze. Come on and freeze. Anche quando il cielo è grigio, nei tuoi occhi posso ritrovarlo blu.
Good morning, guys. I actually lost the count of the days. I don't know which day is today, but today we are doing seva in Goshala. As you can see, that's the place, and we have cows here, and there is hay over here. We have to collect the hay, put it in the sack bag so that we can take it to the cows. That's so much. See? All clear.
She's really pretty. I like to go and brush her and stuff, but she doesn't let you. One time, you were talking about their tongues.
Yeah.
One time last year, after many weeks, I was just leaning against the fence, just like here, and she was on the other side. It's rough.
Yeah, when Nipun was like brushing Lucky, he was telling that the tongue was like really rough, so you have to brush it back.
You were here 2 years ago. And you can do the whole body, and you can be as harsh as possible.
Ah, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, because they can't. Yeah. They're all grown up, mature, they know what to do.
Oh, you have so much attention today, don't you? Don't you, buddy? You're a handsome guy. Look at all the ladies around you.
I really liked working in Goshala, so I chose it for 2 days straight. While I was there, another rescue animal arrived, and its name is Rudra.
Mom died when he was 2 or 3 months old. Okay. So we took care of him till he became little older. The person who was taking care of him is not there, whatever. So then 2 weeks back we brought him back.
Okay.
But we can't keep him there.
Yeah.
We can get him back to good health, but beyond that.
Yeah.
There are 160 children.
Yeah. Okay.
He was in really bad shape. So now he's in better health.
Okay. Bad shape in the sense, what happened to him?
He was very thin and he had. They were always tying him up. They couldn't handle him. This. So because of that, they get angry. If they are constantly tied and they have no freedom. Now it
He's
worked
here.
out.
Yeah.
So I hope
Yeah.
he's happy here.
Yeah. I hope so too. Now we are going to tea hut. Kids are running there. I'm just following them. That's the tea hut. Everybody is having tea here.
Every Monday to Friday from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., Sadhana Forest Tea Hut serves their special coconut masala chai and laddus for free. I went to help out and also enjoyed some myself. The chai tastes unique and I really love the laddu.
This is the wash area. First dip, wash with the ash. Second dip, last dip, and they all go there.
Every Friday, the community offers a detailed tour, screens a documentary, and serves a vegan dinner for the visitors.
When people hear about Sadhana Forest, one aspect of it is okay, they see a reforestation project. Because when the family came here 20 years ago now, it was a very dry piece of land, a barren land, nothing was growing here, it was like a desert. And then as more people came, more trees were planted, and they were able to turn this dry, barren land into a forest. What we're trying to do is integrate this natural way of living where if we use something, we find another use for it. So a simple way of demonstrating this is just how we wash our hands. Because if you think how we normally wash our hands, we have a tap in an apartment building, there's this huge plumbing network that brings the water to it. You turn the tap on, loads of water comes out, then you have soap that's full of chemicals that comes in plastic, and then you wash your hands and it all washes away in this toxic sewage system, just wasted away. So how we live, we just simply get some water from inside here, and we pour it in, and I hope everyone can see this, but a small amount of water comes out. And as you use this, you realize, okay, you don't need a tap where loads of water is coming out. A small amount is enough. And we have soap that we get from Oroville that we put in a plastic bottle that we find. Unfortunately, they're very easy to find. And we wash our hands with it. But all the water that came down there, nothing was wasted. Because what's happening is going back down here and it's feeding the mango tree, the coconut tree. So everything has a use and nothing goes to waste. This is this idea of mimicking nature. What do you think is the most important thing about planting trees? And I'll give you, as reforestation, and I'll give you a clue, it's not planting trees. Soil. So something even more important than soil. Water. Where is the best place to get water from? Rain. From the rain. So the most important part of reforestation isn't soil, because you can put loads of energy in creating good soil. You can create loads of energy creating good microorganisms and bacteria and fungi networks and stuff like that. But if you're not keeping the rain on the land, what's going to come? The rain's going to come and just wash it away. So the most important part of reforestation is designing the land in a way to capture as much of the rain as possible. So this is known as rainwater harvesting, also known as water conservation. And basically what you're doing is you're understanding where the water's flowing, because unless we're on a cricket field, the ground is not flat, so there's always going to be some sort of gradient. The rain is going to come and start washing away somewhere. So what we do is we understand where it's flowing and look at how we can build structures to capture that rain. So this is what is known as a swale, where you dig a big trench and you put all the soil to one side. So the rain would be coming down here, and instead of just washing all the soil away with it, it's staying down here and it has time to percolate into the ground. And we've made many structures like this. We've made many other structures. We have bigger ones like lakes, where it's collecting huge amounts of water. We have smaller ones like catchment holes and small little bunds or check dams, earth dams, many different techniques that we're using to design the land to capture as much of the rain as possible. Because at the start, many trees were planted here, but a lot of them wasn't surviving, and they realized before you plant trees on the land, you need to plant water on the land. This is known and done by doing rainwater harvesting, water conservation. You create the conditions for trees to thrive. Piece of cotton rope attached to it, and we will plant inside, and this will wrap around the root systems of the tree. Like the common way that we water trees, if we get a watering can and we pour the water on, a lot of this water is going to get absorbed into the soil, it's going to be evaporated away, very small amount of it is going to go directly to the root system of the tree. This is like if you're thirsty, you get a bottle, you pour it on your head and you put your tongue out, water's going to go all around your body, only a small amount of it is going to go, I'm glad you like my joke, only a small amount of it is going to go into our mouth. This is like drinking from a straw, all the water going directly to the root system of the tree. So we saw this on YouTube one day and we thought, let's try it. So we can't take credit for it, but it's an amazing idea. And yeah, can be used to help sustain the trees in this challenging time.
Tomorrow, residents of these living laboratories supply companies with data, as do those who make their home in future.
As part of my seva that day, I helped make dinner and we cooked vegan burgers. Being in the kitchen was really cool. I learned firsthand about the hygiene levels they follow and how everyone's help is important when cooking for a lot of people. It was fun working together and hearing and sharing the stories. Plus, I learned some new cooking tricks. I chose to help out with the kids in the children's hut for my task of the day.
Sushila, welcome. Gajalaxmi, welcome. Bala, welcome. Dharanya, welcome.
It was great to see the kids excited about drawing, playing music, and having fun. I thought I might have to teach them something, but the idea was to let them do what they liked. Drawing with them was really enjoyable. I walked around to understand what sustainable living means to the people in the community. You can watch the full video from the link in the description box.
Living in a way that we don't harm or destroy the planet.
Minimize that impact of our choices.
Full of energy and planning for the environment and the global earth. Living in communities, living how we're evolved to be. Is to be aware.
Not using more than what we need to.
Making sure that you're conserving water and power as much as you can.
Just live with nature and everything will be sustainable.
Idea of biomimicry, how we can mimic nature.
Anything that lets me connect to reality of life.
Making the very least negative impact on our planet and the environment. Living your life along with everything that is around you.
We welcomed the new year with a lively party full of music and dance, and then we gathered around a bonfire. Overall, my experience at Sadhana Forest was healing for myself. It's a non judgmental space where you can be yourself and grow. It's a way of living that is in harmony with nature. I started my new year with a wonderful experience of selfless service, met people, and learned new ways of life from them. I went home with a heart full of happiness. They are a group that relies on volunteers and they are always happy to have more people join. If you want to volunteer with them, just send them an email to india@sadhanaforest.org.